Hi guys, and welcome back to the Gigi. Hi guys, and welcome back to the Gigi Naturals Homestead channel. On today's episode, we're canning chicken. I have been looking forward to canning chicken, and so I want to invite you guys to come along this journey with me. So let's get canning. And so I'm going to get started with chopping my onions first. I love red onion. It is one of those staple products, and I am actually currently growing a lot of onions for the fall. I don't have red onions that I'm growing for the fall. I just have a couple that, I started from whatever end, that I cut off. So I've started maybe two from doing this, but I definitely have to get more red onions. And I'm just gonna chop them up kind of fine. This one has been sitting in the refrigerator, so it's not really killing me. It sat in the refrigerator since yesterday. So oh, I got my nail. See? And I'm gonna have to fix that. I don't do these often, so I'm not used to having on nails. Because I garden every day. Not used to the nails. Okay, there's the onion kicking in. It's finally kicking in, but I'm at the end, so it doesn't matter. All right, so my red onion is chopped, and I went out into the garden and grabbed some peppers. Got some jalapeno peppers, and I think these other ones are cayenne, but they just have not turned red yet. And so we love spicy foods. So I'm gonna chop up a few, like literally just a few, because they're hot. I actually made some pepper sauce, and this is way too many. That's way too many. So I'm gonna chop up. Okay, and I think that's kind of fine enough. Okay, so there we go. And let's see. So this is what I have inside my blend today. So I have parsley, I have a little bit of garlic powder. I didn't put a lot of garlic powder because I have fresh, minced garlic. So I didn't do a lot on the garlic powder side. I have green, garlic and herb, and I have garlic and pepper. And so those are the things that are in my blend. And then I have the minced garlic here. So let me go ahead and get my jars out. My lids are nice and warm there. I didn't bring them to a boil, I just warmed them up. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my jars out and get them filled. So I went to the store earlier, and I actually found some bottles, some jars rather. I actually found some canning jars here in town. And so I was very happy about that. So I was able to get, there weren't many now. There weren't many at all. So they are scarce. Oops. They are scarce at this point. And so when I see them, I want to grab some, because I have been, I think I said that before, that I had placed an order and they actually canceled my order. And so I just don't even want to take chances with not getting them when I see them. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm just staggering these. I'm putting one leg up and one leg down. All right, and so that's 4. And that, well, I guess I better put some peppers in here too. And each one of these. And go ahead and put them in each jar. Peppers and onions and garlic. I will forget stuff in a heartbeat. All right, so put some onions over in there. Just a pinch full. Alrighty, and then last but not least, I'm going to add my garlic, and this is a ½ teaspoon. And so it'll probably amount, yep, so it'll amount to a full teaspoon each of garlic, and this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful garlic water. Okay. All right, so that's done. So I have 4 in there. Let me see if, that's why I should have put my spices in first, just in case I need to move something around. Let's see if I can get, I'll come back to that and see if I can get 5 in there. Remember guys, this is like my first time canning chicken ever, so I don't know what can fit into the jars. And these are average size chicken legs, so I know I can get 4 in. I know that. But I'm gonna come back around once I get the 4 in and see if perhaps I can squeeze a 5th one down into the jars. And I want them to be relatively easy to get out of the jar too, so that's why I'm putting 1 down and 1 facing up. Okay, and I may, I actually have 5 left, so I got not quite enough to fill up all 7 of the quarts, but I'm gonna jam this one, yep, down in there. So I got 5 in one of the quarts. So I'm trying to think what I can do with this. I'm gonna figure out something else to put in there. And if not, then that's okay too. All right. Alrighty, and add my water. I learned from the last time and used a bigger pot of water for these quart-sized jars. Alright. Got some 1-inch headspace. Let me bring this around just in case. Can't see that. Okay. And look at the spices, and ooh, they're smelling already. They're smelling so wonderful already. And I actually today, when I was at the store, I found a debubbler and a magnet, which my set that my husband initially bought for me did not come with the magnet. And then I always am misplacing my little plastic debubbler. And I don't know, I feel like it almost just blends in with everything. So I was able to find this one, and I think I'll be able to see it a lot better, keep up with it a lot better. Alrighty, and space. And that was 2 family packs of chicken legs. But this is what it gave me. That's what I'm going with. Alright, so my debubbler. And you can actually, when you're debubbling, you can see your herbs rising to the top. And you can also see the bubbles that are down there rising to the top of your jar. So that's why you gotta use something to debubble. And when you add a little bit of water to top that one off, because it dropped, water level dropped a little bit. Okay, and last one. A lot of people say that they don't do a lot of spices because they don't want them to go rancid. I don't really anticipate these lasting, you know, even 18 months, to be honest. I expect to be canning just on a regular and routine basis. And I'm looking over at my table and I forgot to include my canning and pickling salt. So let me grab that. I typically would have my kosher salt, but I didn't bring that over today. And I literally just bought this today with the intent of using it. And so, let me do that. See, this is real. This is not like staged. This is real. This is happening in real time. So 1 teaspoon of canning salt. Let's see if that's 1 teaspoon. Almost. Let's get a tad more so we can make it 1 full teaspoon. All right, and there we go. So my top magnet is there. Vinegar. Vinegar that I'm going to use. I'm going to put a little bit in my canner to help with the cloudiness of the jars, and I'm going to wipe down the tops. All right, so I'm using my paper towel to wipe the rim of my jars. And all of the jars from my potatoes that I canned, my garlic potatoes, every one of them sealed. And so I was so super happy about all of those actually sealing. All right, and that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and pour this in the canner. All right. And this magnet actually beats sticking your hand in hot water, let me tell you. And I think I bought the set for less than $4 for the debubbler and the yeah, you know what I mean, magnet. Oh, too tight. Fingertip tight, fingertip tight, fingertip tight. You don't want no problems. Fingertip tight. Okay, so I'm going to take my warm jars and sit them over into the canner. And I'm going to give you a peek down into the canner once I get these in. Okay, let me take you to the canner. Oh. All right, and that's our 6 quarts down in the canner. Okay, so I was sure to check to be sure that this was freely coming up and down. It was. I could see through my vent hole, and we're at 0 pounds of pressure. and the stove is up and ready to give us some steam from that vent pipe. Okay, so we're currently at 10 pounds of pressure, and I have just reduced my heat. As you can see, it's trying to rise. So I reduced my heat dramatically in order to help it to stay at the 10 pounds of pressure. Okay, as you can see, it's still boiling a bit there. Oops. Okay, and that is our 6 quarts for this canning session. I hope you guys really enjoyed that. So I am so looking forward to popping one of these cans of chicken open. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. And my kids are like, wow, it smells so good in here. So we're gonna go ahead and end the video. I wanna remind you to always, with everything that we have going on in the world, always remember to take time to live, to love, and to grow. God bless. See you on the next video.